Hi everyone, it's Claire back again. So today we're going to have a look at the pale to kind of mid-toned. When I say mid-toned, for me that's more of a manny hand type of shade. But these are my nudes, neutrals, beige, those kind of shades, and I've separated them. We're going to have a look at all of these today. I've got 12 of them, and I've separated them into these kind of minky mouse type of taupes, and then more of the kind of beige sort of neutral shades. But let me just tell you what's on my nails. I don't know if the camera's picking this up at all, but it kind of looks like it might be. It's a beautiful bright neon peach, and yeah, it's not quite capturing how bright it is, but I absolutely love it. It's so summery. This is Ada's Nails Peachy Keen, and it's from the Individuals collection, and it's got tiny little blue glitters in there. I don't know if you can see that. They're very small, but you can definitely see that on the nail. Yeah, I really like how bright this is. Okay, let's get back to the neutrals. So I'm going to start with these kind of mink shades here. This one is Cloud, and it's from Revlon, and I remember picking this up in Poundland. It's a real kind of, it's a real putty type of neutral, and I absolutely love these shades. I remember, so this was just £1, and I remember it being a real find. I absolutely love that shade. So that's Cloud. And this one is slightly darker. This is an OPI Infinite Shine, and this is Don't Bossin' Over Me Around. And I also remember wearing this earlier this year when I picked it up, and I absolutely loved it. It's just a really pretty soft neutral. These are the kind of shades that I just love to wear all year round. This is another one that's very similar. This is Almond from Barry M. And I think this is a much more opaque formula, yeah. So it's slightly darker, but that's just on one coat. I think maybe this one will darken up a little bit. And then this one is another one that's very similar. This is a Catrice, and it's called Queen of the Sandcastle, and this is much more of a jelly formula, so it'd be good for jelly sandwiches, which I never ever do. So that's Catrice, and a little bit more of a dark putty shade. This is Nailed London, and this is Noodle Nude. So if I didn't say at the beginning, this is part 1 with just the creams. So that's actually a really great formula. And then similar, but I think slightly darker yet again, is Commander in Chic. And I think I picked this up from the local chemist. It was on sale. So yeah, this is much darker, but it's in that same mousy kind of taupey colour category. That's more of a chocolate mousse sort of shade though. But so yeah, those are the 6 mousy taupe type of shades. So I'm now going to move into the more beige neutrals. So I'll start with this one, which is very pale, and this is one of the Essence Colour and Care, and this is called Take a Break. Let's put that one next to Commander in Chic. This is going to look a little bit more yellow, I think. Formulas are still really good on the Colour and Care. So that's Take a Break. And this one I think is going to be a little bit darker, but very similar. This is Cuccio Peer Pressure, and this was sent to me in a glossy box a couple of years ago now, I think. But again, it's a fantastic neutral. That one kind of looks to me a little bit like Don't Bossin' Over Me Around, but in the bottle Don't Bossa Nova Me Around looks a little bit more pink, I think, more in Don't Bossa Nova Me Around. This one is Tiramisu for 2. And this is another fantastic neutral. Really pretty. I have a soft spot for neutrals. And this one is slightly more of a kind of rosy pink. This is Iced Frappe. But to me it's still a beige neutral. And I think this is another one that came in a glossy box. So glossy box are quite good for sending neutral nail polishes. So that's Iced Frappe. Just looking at it now, Commander in Chic is actually quite dark. And then these two polishes here actually look really similar. This is one that Anna sent to me. It's a Trend It Up, double volume and shine. And it's number 420. And then this one here, which I picked up for 70p from TK Maxx quite recently, and this is Trollop. So I'm going to see if there is actually much of a comparison between them. This one might be a little bit darker. So this is the Trend It Up. And yeah, it's got more of a Crelly type formula. And this is Trollop from Butter London. And it's much more opaque, but very similar. So I'm going to put a second coat on, let them all dry, and I think I might have some dupes here. So let's see what happens. Okay, so that is 2 coats on everything, and definitely Commander in Chic is far too dark to be in this video, so we'll just forget that one for now. I'm going to go through them quite quickly. Putting a second coat on, I think, helped me decide which ones I'm going to be destashing. So I'm definitely going to keep Cloud. I absolutely love it, and it was a fantastic bargain. This one here, Don't Bossa Nova Me Around, is probably going to be in one of my favourite videos this year. I wore this recently and I absolutely loved it, so I'm definitely keeping that. I'm also going to keep Almond from Barry M, which is an old favourite. But I'm going to pass on this Catrice Queen of the Sandcastle just because it's a little bit sheer for me. I think it'll be great for jelly sandwiches, but I just don't ever do them. I'm also going to keep the Noodle Nude and the Commander in Chic. And then if we move on to the beige kind of colours, these two are just tipping into kind of camel sort of colour. So I'm going to Take a Break because I just love this whole collection. But you know, I think I'm going to pass on. I think I'm going to destash Peer Pressure. It is a fantastic polish, but it is very, very close to Don't Bossa Nova Me Around. I wish they were nearer to each other, but to the eye, definitely they are very similar. So I'm going to destash the Cuccio. But I am going to keep Tiramisu for 2. Love that polish. I think... No, I'm going to... let me come back to that one, I'm not too sure. But of these two here, I'm going to keep Trollop, and I'm going to pass on the Trend It Up just because it's a little bit too orangey for this category for me. And I prefer the Butter London on this occasion. Right, back to the Ciate. To me, it does look quite similar to Don't Bossa Nova Me Around, so I'm going to destash it. Yeah. Once it's gone, that's it. Okay. I'm actually going to destash 4, so I'll be keeping 8 of them. Let me know what you think of these colours. I just think they're fantastic to wear any time of year. Yeah, I love my greys and neutrals and nudes. Let me know what your favourite pale neutrals are, and I will see you back in part 2 for glittery, shimmery and Crelly type of pale neutrals. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.